I've been quiet for a minute because I've been collecting as much information as possible over the past month just so I can be accurate. And it's finally time to unleash the facts.
No one ever dogged
Yes, sir.
Oscar De La Hoya the way Floyd did. Every single press conference, he treated him like he was a...
Whether he can't be a successful promoter if he's always wanting to be in the spotlight. His desire to be always noticed, always.
Oscar De La Hoya strongly criticized Floyd Mayweather in a live talk with Stephen A. Smith and called him a scammer and a fraud. He said Mayweather has changed boxing into a game of fame instead of real skill and passion. De La Hoya also pointed out how Floyd keeps showing off his money and luxury life and told him to respect boxing instead of treating it like an easy way to make cash. He made it clear that boxing should be about legacy, not money, and warned that Floyd's focus on fame and wealth is hurting the sport and giving young fighters the wrong idea.
You say you want to be a world champion. You say you want to take this sport serious. Then take it serious. What is this? This is not a popularity contest.
Oscar De La Hoya said Floyd Mayweather was very skilled at acting like the villain during their rivalry. He admitted that Floyd knew how to control how people saw him by fully taking on the bad guy image. Oscar explained that he had to play the good guy role and handle extra pressure while promoting the fight as Floyd enjoyed the attention, even when it was negative. He added that this strategy was clever, but also showed a lack of maturity since Floyd depended more on trash talk and disrespect instead of focusing only on his talent and respect for the sport.
It's like that rivalry, the villain and the good guy, you know? And Floyd, this is where Floyd is smart. He knows how to play that villain guy, you know?
And you're promoting the fight.
Yeah, and I'm promoting the fight.
Yeah.
And I'm promoting the fight.
Oscar De La Hoya remembered that their fight brought in a record-breaking amount of money, with the pay-per-view alone earning close to $400 million in a single night. He said this huge success showed how popular their rivalry was, and also revealed how important the business side of boxing has become.
How much money did that generate?
At the time, yeah, it was the record-setting pay-per-view. I think we generated something like close to close to 400 million. Yeah, in one night. So
Oscar De La Hoya made it clear that for him boxing was always about pride and legacy, not money. He believed a fighter should compete for something greater than just earning cash and wanted to prove himself and secure his place in history. In comparison, he criticized Floyd Mayweather for being focused only on money. Oscar admitted that Floyd is very smart in business, but felt his main goal was profit instead of building a true boxing legacy. For De La Hoya, the sport stands for passion and honor, while Floyd's approach appears to focus on making the most money and pushing his brand above everything else.
You didn't promote that fight with Mayweather. Would you have pulled out?
probably, yeah, probably, because there was too much. Put the money aside. For me, it's about pride. For me, it was about, man, I want to have a winning chance here.
Floyd Mayweather constant bragging about his wealth has created debate, especially when he talks about other fighters like Anthony Joshua. Many analysts say that even though Floyd earned huge money from boxing, his non-stop focus on cash takes away from his real legacy. In a recent comment, Mayweather compared his fight with Manny Pacquiao to a fight involving Joshua, and said he did not need massive crowds or millions of viewers to make big money. He explained that they did not need huge audiences to reach a $74 million gate, while pointing at the large crowd seen in Joshua fights. His claim that he is on a different level in success shows how strongly he wants to be viewed as the best, not only inside the ring, but also in terms of money.
And, I guess, his, because, he talks about his money a lot, so he compared, his fight with Pacquiao to Anthony Joshua, and he was saying, basically, they didn't need 100,000 or 90,000 people to do X amount of dollars. Here, I'm gonna let you listen to it. Here's what he had to say verbatim. Here's what Floyd said about Anthony Joshua.
Talk about that. I was in the Guinness Book of World Record for breaking all the records. You didn't tell them that?
Of course you have.
for generating billions in the sport of boxing, that or having the fastest sellout crowd.
But
those guys done. And I was watching a fight when I was at my Miami house. I was at my Miami home. I was watching a fight with Klitschko and the guy.
Analysts see this as a sign of Floyd Mayweather jealousy, saying he cannot stop comparing himself to others, especially about money. Even with all his achievements, his remarks sound defensive, as if he is trying to prove he is boxing top earner. His focus on wealth and being better than others has taken attention away from the more important parts of his career, like his real impact on the sport. This behavior makes people question what really drives Floyd, with some experts thinking it comes from insecurity and envy toward fighters like Joshua, whose popularity goes beyond just money.
And they said that this is electrifying, sort of like the Pacquiao and Mayweather. And I said, well, we didn't have to have all those hundreds of thousands to do a $74 million gate. So, and like I said before, but those guys put on a hell of a show. Like I said before, you know, I'm just on another planet. And you definitely know it. Because you've been around for years. And you see the same thing over and over and over again.
All right, so there you have it. Mayweather basically saying that, you know, he's on another planet and all this stuff, and that, you know, they didn't need 90,000 people and all this stuff. But, I mean, let's look at it like this. Jealousy, I noticed from Floyd, and it shouldn't be that way, because Floyd, you know, regardless of what I have to say about his career, I have my opinions on it. You know, he was a A-level fighter. Skills out, you know, had skills, was a really skilled fighter, A-level fighter.
Oscar de la Hoya and Floyd Mayweather rivalry goes back to their famous 2007 fight. That match was a major moment for Mayweather, as it gave him his first huge payday, earning $4 million, and established him as a pay-per-view superstar.
We welcome into SportsCenter the former #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world, Floyd Mayweather. Floyd, welcome back. We've missed you, Floyd.
Hey, how you doing? I'm not no former #1 pound-for-pound fighter. I'm just saying I'm the best fighter in the sport of boxing. No one has dethroned me, so how am I not pound-for-pound the best fighter in the world? You tell me.
Because you retired?
But have I ever been beat?
But what happens is you informed Ring Magazine you were retiring as welterweight champion.
I already forgot who I'm talking to. I'm talking to Brian Kenny.
But Floyd's ego never allowed him to give de la Hoya credit. Even though Oscar was the big draw at the time, Floyd claims he was always the main attraction. In earlier interviews, Mayweather strongly defended his legacy, saying, "I am the best fighter in boxing, how am I not pound for pound the best?" He ignores critics and former champions, and even said de la Hoya did nothing in their fight, which Floyd won by split decision.
Top what I've done in 2 fights.
Well, one was with Oscar de la Hoya, who was the cash king.
I'm the cash cow, please.
Not compared to Oscar de la Hoya. Have you drawn as much as Oscar de la Hoya in pay-per-view, Floyd?
De la Hoya been on pay-per-view 1,000 times. It took me two times, 3.5 million homes. Me, Floyd Mayweather.
No, with Oscar de la Hoya, though.
Oscar de la Hoya didn't do nothing. Did he win?
It was a split decision loss, as a matter of fact.
Come on, man.
But it was with him.
Once again, like I said before, once again, we're talking to Brian Kenny, a man of many traits, a master of nothing.
Floyd, you waited over a year to come back. Why not wait one more weekend until Pacquiao and Hatton was over and we knew the winner?
I don't have to wait for nobody.
Oscar de la Hoya said that after his fight with Floyd Mayweather Jr., Floyd Mayweather Sr. told him that Oscar had actually won and outperformed his son. Still, the official decision gave the victory to Floyd Jr. Oscar also noted that their contract included a rematch clause, saying that if Floyd won they had to fight again within a year. To avoid this rematch, Floyd Jr. announced his retirement the very next day and stayed retired for a year, just long enough to skip the clause. De la Hoya felt this was done on purpose so Floyd could avoid a second fight, and he believes the result was unfair, with Floyd Sr.'s own words proving he had done enough to win.
As a fighter, you know, deep down inside, you know if you win or you lose. Did you know? I felt that I won. I felt that it can go either way, especially when Mayweather's father came straight at me and he goes, "Oscar, you beat my son."
Wait, he told you right after the fight?
Oh, yeah. And a funny story about that, too. We had a rematch clause in our contract. This is something I negotiated as well. If he beats me, I get a rematch. It was a 1-year clause. Guess what he did? He retired for 1 year and 1 day.
Are you joking?
No. True story. Nobody knows this, but it's in the contract.
What? So how often did you guys try to get another thing going? It was always no, not interested. No, not interested.
Yeah, not interested. I'm retiring. I'm out of the sport. But sure enough, a day after that contract was over, he announces his unretirement.
Floyd Mayweather cannot handle anyone being above him, whether in boxing talent or earnings. His whole image is built on being the best ever. Anytime someone suggests another fighter might be better, he gets upset. He does not ignore it, but reacts defensively, often trying to put down anyone compared to him. Whether it is Canelo dominating Pacquiao legacy or new rising fighters, Floyd makes sure to remind everyone he is undefeated and unmatched. He always wants the spotlight, and even in retirement keeps finding ways to stay the center of attention. The thought that someone could surpass him in skill or money clearly bothers him, and he refuses to let go of being seen as the absolute top.
Did I not beat the most world champions?
Yes, you did.
Okay. In the least amount of fights?
Yes, you did.
Who got the highest gate?
Floyd Mayweather.
Who made the most money?
You did.
Who was the most accurate fighter of all time?
You were.
So it's basically saying that...
The greatest of all time.
Okay.
All right.
Floyd Mayweather has often said he is on a higher level than even Muhammad Ali. But Oscar de la Hoya disagrees. He has called Floyd the most overrated fighter in boxing history, saying Mayweather's resume does not match the legends who really shaped the sport. While Floyd opponents were skilled, they did not have the same historical impact as those faced by icons like Ali. De la Hoya argues that Mayweather's career of carefully chosen fights and staying undefeated lacks the full greatness that made boxing legends. The debate over Floyd claiming to be one of the greatest has been heated, with many saying his career focused more on avoiding risks than fighting the best at their peak. While Floyd talks about his success, De La Hoya believes true greatness comes from facing the challenges that really define a champion.
Who's an overrated boxer? Well, you don't want to get in trouble here.
I don't mind.
All right.
Overrated boxer, fighter, most overrated, Floyd Mayweather Jr.
Really?
Yes.
He's not a great boxer.
No, he is a great, but his resume is not one like Sugar Ray Leonard or one like Muhammad Ali.
Oscar de la Hoya has been outspoken about Floyd Mayweather, especially criticizing his focus on money over legacy. Floyd has made it clear that making cash is his main goal, often showing off his wealth and using his money image to draw attention. De La Hoya has pointed out that Floyd profits from non-traditional fights, taking advantage of social media stars and YouTubers to make money from their huge audiences. His exhibition match with Logan Paul is a clear example aimed at viewers attracted by celebrity rather than real boxing skill. While Floyd earned millions from it, De La Hoya sees it as moving away from true boxing, saying Floyd's focus on money has turned the sport into a spectacle. He believes Floyd has used YouTubers' fame and the growing pay-per-view system at the cost of boxing integrity. De La Hoya also criticized Floyd for dismissing fighters like Ryan Garcia as just a YouTuber, arguing that Floyd built his empire by exploiting the same fans he now mocks, showing a clear double standard in his view of modern boxing.
Talking about skid Ryan Garcia. Tank got his followers from kicking Ryan Garcia got his followers from YouTubers. There's a difference. So you want to be a YouTuber or you want to be a fighter? Tank is a fighter.
What the fuck? So Ryan Garcia's not a fighter? He's been fighting since he was 7 years old. He has 200 plus amateur fights. I don't care where his followers come from, if they come from fucking Mars. The fact is that Ryan's followers are selling this fight. And plus, don't you remember you fought YouTubers? Are you putting YouTubers down? You profited from them. I can't with you, dude. You're fucking dumbass. I can't wait. April 22nd, Ryan Garcia fucking knocking out Tank Davis.
Oscar de la Hoya has been very critical of Floyd Mayweather, especially when it comes to his exhibition matches. He believes Floyd's focus on making money from these events shows little concern for his boxing legacy. Floyd has made it clear that earning money is his main goal, often flaunting his wealth and calling himself Money Mayweather. But Oscar says boxing should be about more than just money. It should be about fighting for the sport honor and leaving a lasting legacy. He points out that many of Floyd's exhibition fights, like the one with Logan Paul, are far from real matches that test skill and determination. These fights bring Floyd millions but do not add to his reputation as one of the all-time greats. De La Hoya feels Floyd cares more about the payday than meaningful wins. For Oscar, true greatness comes from facing the best and making real sacrifices in the ring, something he believes Floyd has given up in favor of easy money and fame through non-competitive exhibitions.
Okay, Floyd Mayweather fought another exhibition against Gotti last Saturday. A real show that left the crowd booing in the arena at the end. But in the middle of the second round, Floyd literally had the referee swapped out. He didn't like that the referee told him to stop hitting behind the head. Floyd is used to having the refs do whatever he wants, and he wasn't getting his way this time. It was so embarrassing. Floyd, you're 50 years old. You're a legend in the sport. I've stood up for you in countless interviews, including Shannon Sharp's podcast last week. But you have to stop embarrassing yourself with these exhibitions. I know life is hard. I know life is expensive. But come on, dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants to remember you like this. And it gets worse, your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're gonna have to sell off your assets. Floyd, I'm rooting for you. Come on, let's turn it around.
Jeff Mayweather revealed that Floyd Mayweather animosity toward Oscar de la Hoya went well beyond a normal rivalry. It came from Floyd not being able to accept anyone being above him in boxing, especially when it involved money. At that time, Oscar was the biggest cash earner in the sport, bringing huge paydays and drawing massive fan attention. Floyd could not handle someone else taking the spotlight, particularly in financial terms. He often spoke down to Oscar and insulted him directly at press events. Oscar chose not to respond to protect his image, which let Floyd continue his verbal attacks. Analysts say Floyd's approach to boxing and promotion has been criticized because his need to stay in the spotlight has stopped him from being a truly effective promoter. His constant desire to be the center of attention in or out of the ring keeps him from letting other fighters succeed. This ego-driven behavior is clear in how he promotes fighters like Gervonta Tank Davis and Adrian Broner. Instead of using his influence to lift them up, Floyd focus on his own recognition overshadows their potential rise.
Whether he can't be a successful promoter if he's always wanting to be in the spotlight. His desire to be always noticed, always the one that is at the center of attention. You know what I mean? It's like, you look at Adrian Broner, Adrian Broner, he's supposed to have beef with Tank Davis now, throwing him in there with Lomachenko, which I think he's ready for Lomachenko now.
Analysts also note that Mayweather actions like his exhibition fight with Logan Paul are more about making money than advancing the sport. These non-competitive matches earn him millions, but add little to his boxing legacy or the credibility of his promotion work. They argue that Floyd is more focused on personal gain and staying in the spotlight than helping the next generation of champions. This pattern shows that Mayweather is a flawed promoter, putting his own image above the long-term health of boxing and the success of the fighters he should be supporting.
Who he's promoting or anything like that, it makes it worse and it makes it more obvious because he's promoting these guys. He doesn't like the idea of anyone shining. And that's the egotistical mindset of Floyd Mayweather Jr. He's always going to be that person. Not too long ago when Andre Ward was still fighting, and this was like a year and a half ago, he had words to say about Andre Ward, and Andre Ward's a stand-up guy. Okay. He's the type of guy that he has something to say about you. He's going to say it to you. He's not really going to go on social media and blast you. He's a straightforward guy. But Floyd said, derogatory things about Andre Ward. And he took offense to it, and it comes back to just jealousy. Floyd is one of those type of guys.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned until next time.
That's all for today's video. Stay tuned for more updates and see you next time.